Assalamu alaikum. This lesson is about the 200 important prepositions of first year English. He went home on foot. We go to school every day. I have not met him for a week. I bought this book for 50 rupees. What are you talking about? Who are you talking to? This is a secret between you and me. The train arrived at the station. I like to go to Peshawar. There is a bridge over the river. We walked up the hill. The train has left for Karachi. We started at 4 in the morning. It has been raining since morning. This is the girl I was telling you about. He looks after his father. He went to the seaside by car. Many planes fly over the Atlantic. You can use my knife to cut it with. Don't look at me like that. Who did you give the money to? Don't go out in the rain without a hat. He put on his coat and took the dog out. I'm fed up with this kind of work. He was at war with his neighbor. He orders me about as if I am his maid. What is to become of this unfortunate girl? She does not care for me anymore. The poet compares his love to a flower. My younger brother is confined to his room. The man was dismissed from his job for his idleness. He was leaning against a tree. The books are loaned to us from a private library. You may write with pencil. Get on the tram here and get off at the third stop. I wonder if I shall get through my exams. Saima stayed at home. If she sees someone in trouble, she would help them. If it rains tomorrow, we will have to stay at home. When they looked out of the window, they saw a strange sight. Their father fetched a ladder from his shed. There was something at the roof. One of her scarves flew right out of her hand. It landed in our tree. I just opened the box to play. He is fond of tea. He is ashamed of his behavior. He was angry with me.
Well,
Let us hope for the best. Players must abide by the rules of the game. He is absent from class. He was accused of theft. You must act upon the advice of your teacher. I agree with you in this matter. She was angry at my behavior. She was angry with me. He will appear before the judge. The train arrived at the Lahore station in time. You should be ashamed of your behavior. She assured me of her help. She was not aware of my difficulties. The man was begging for alms. Muslims believe in the oneness of God. These books belong to her. A son was born to her. He was born in a rich family. He does not care for me. He is very careful about his health. The teacher made a complaint against his son. He has no confidence in his parents. She was confident of her success. She congratulated me on my success. He is not conscious of his weakness. He has no control over his son. Pakistan is very dear to us. The whole family depends on her for its living. This letter was delivered to me only yesterday. He died of cancer. We should always be prepared to die for our country. She lives in a small village. He was absent from the meeting. I haven't seen him for ages. The book is on the desk. I will meet you at the airport. The train arrives at 9 a.m. They go to the gym on Mondays. We went for a long walk after dinner. The letter is addressed to you. The book belongs to me. We are looking forward to our vacation. The dog is barking at the door. They are sitting at the table. She is afraid of spiders. The movie starts at 7 p.m. They traveled by train. The cat is sleeping on the bed. I'm happy with my new job. The concert was cancelled due to bad weather. I will be back in an hour. We should be grateful for our blessings. The book is made of recycled paper. She is waiting at the bus stop. They live in a big house. The cat ran into the room. The meeting will take place on Monday. The keys are under the pillow. I am interested in learning Spanish. The package was delivered to the post office. We need to leave in 10 minutes. The car stopped at the red light. The pen is on the table. She apologized for being late. We walked through the park. The movie is based on a true story. We met at the library. The restaurant is famous for its seafood. She is good at math. They arrived at the airport early. The cat is hiding behind the couch. We walked along the beach at sunset. The ball rolled under the table. He jumped over the fence. The book is on top of the shelf. She is standing in front of the mirror. The children played in the park. The restaurant is located near the train station. The plane flew above the clouds. We sat beneath the tree to rest. The boat sailed across the lake. The store is open during the weekends. The dog ran up the stairs. She ran down the hill. The spider crawled along the wall. The picture hangs above the fireplace. We went on a road trip. The computer is next to the printer. They traveled by car to the mountains. The restaurant is famous for its pizza. The gift is wrapped with a bow. The train arrived after a long delay. She walked past the store without stopping. They sat around the campfire telling stories. We met by chance at the coffee shop. The painting is displayed in the museum. The book fell off the shelf. He carried the groceries in his arms. The keys are inside the bag. The children ran through the field. The painting hangs on the wall. They waited patiently for the bus. The car drove through the tunnel. She passed the exam with flying colors. The hotel is located near the airport. We walked up the stairs to the rooftop. The train departed from the platform. They sat beside each other at the cinema. We hiked up the mountain. The house is surrounded by a beautiful garden. The letter was sent via airmail. She stood on tiptoes to reach the top shelf. The children played beneath the tree. The car skidded on the icy road. The bird flew into the nest. They ran towards the finish line. We walked alongside the river. The cat leaped onto the roof. The meeting is scheduled for tomorrow. She dived into the pool. They traveled across the ocean by ship. The book fell between the cushions. He sat beside his best friend. We walked by the lake. The plane flew over the mountains. She balanced the plate on her palm. The concert is happening beyond the city limits. They live below the 5th floor. The car drove past the traffic light. The bus stopped near the bus stop. She waited behind the closed door. The treasure is buried beneath the sand. He climbed onto the roof of the house. We sat on the bench in the park. The picture is framed within a golden border. They stood in line outside the theater. The bird flew through the open window. They traveled along the winding road. The cat jumped off the table. We gathered round the bonfire. The gift is wrapped in colorful paper. The train arrived after a long journey. The meeting is set for Monday. She looked into his eyes. The butterfly landed on the flower. He rode his bike alongside me. They lived beyond the city outskirts. She waited in line for tickets. He put the letter inside the envelope. The cat pounced upon the mouse. She reached into her bag and pulled out her wallet. The car stopped at the traffic light.